Welcome to the Grim Tapes, the place where shadows whisper, the past refuses to die, and every corner holds a secret. Today, we invite you on a chilling journey into the heart of one of Detroit's oldest and most iconic landmarks, the Eastern Market. But this isn't just a place of fresh produce and lively commerce. Beneath its vibrant surface lies a darker, much more sinister truth. The haunted Eastern Market is more than a ghost story. It's a lingering presence of the past, an echo of lives long gone, and perhaps, something far more terrifying. So sit back, turn the lights down low, and prepare yourself for a deep dive into a haunting like no other. The history of Eastern Market. To understand the haunting, we must first understand the roots. Established in the 19th century, the Eastern Market in Detroit has been a hub of trade, community, and urban life for over a century. Originally a farmer's market, it quickly grew into one of the largest historic public markets in the United States. However, with such a long history comes a rich tapestry of human emotion, and not all of it joyful. From the bustling meatpacking era filled with dangerous labor conditions, to the stories of underground crime networks, and even the whispers of Prohibition-era violence, Eastern Market has seen it all. The cobbled streets and towering sheds have witnessed death, struggle, and injustice. And according to many, some of those who suffered here never left. Early paranormal reports. Local legends began to swirl in the early 20th century. Vendors reported hearing footsteps after hours. But not just any footsteps, slow, deliberate, heavy. Tools would move on their own. Cold spots would appear even in the heat of summer. One of the earliest documented ghost sightings involved a meat vendor who swore he saw a man in 1920s clothing staring at him from across the aisle, only to disappear when approached. The reports became more frequent as time passed. Night guards claimed to hear whispers in the wind, others reported the sound of crying from empty storage rooms. Some even claimed to see shadows darting from stall to stall when the market was closed. The tragedy of Shed 3. If the Eastern Market has a heart, then Shed 3 is its haunted soul. Built in the early 1900s, this large pavilion is known not only for its architectural beauty but also for the tragedies it has seen. One of the most well-known tales revolves around a fire that broke out in the 1930s. Though the official records are unclear, rumors suggest that a child was trapped inside and perished in the flames. Since then, many have reported hearing a child's laughter echoing late at night, followed by the unmistakable sound of a fire crackling and screams for help. Vendors who store goods in Shed 3 often speak of items being moved or damaged without explanation. The Butcher's Ghost. Another chilling tale involves the ghost of a former butcher. Known only as Al, this man reportedly ran a stall during the 1950s and was well liked by locals. But after his mysterious disappearance, his stall was shut down. Not long after, eerie sightings began. People reported seeing a blood-covered man with a butcher's apron wandering through the area where Al once worked. The apparition never speaks, but it's said that if you look directly at him, he'll vanish, leaving behind the strong scent of iron and a sudden drop in temperature. Some believe Al was murdered due to a business dispute, while others claim he took his own life. Whatever the truth, it seems his spirit is tied to the market, and not at peace. The basement tunnels. Few visitors know of the hidden tunnels beneath the market. Used for refrigeration and transport, these dark, narrow pathways now serve little purpose. But according to urban explorers and employees, these tunnels are anything but empty. People report the feeling of being followed, hearing muffled voices, and even the sound of chains dragging across the floor. A former security guard once claimed he saw a shadowy figure crawling along the ceiling. He quit the next day. Investigations and psychic visits. Over the years, multiple paranormal investigators have visited Eastern Market. From local ghost hunting teams to nationally recognized paranormal researchers, many have tried to make sense of the activity here. EMF readings spike without explanation, temperature drops are common, and EVP sessions have captured chilling audio, voices saying things like, "Get out," and "Still here." A psychic medium who visited the market claimed it was a spiritual hotspot, with layers of energy from multiple tragic events. She described seeing a man hanging from the rafters of Shed 2, and a woman in 1940s clothing weeping near the front gates. Modern-day experiences. Despite its haunted reputation, Eastern Market remains a bustling center of culture and commerce. But even today, the stories continue. New vendors speak of strange occurrences within days of setting up shop. Customers mention cold drafts and the feeling of being watched. Some even claim to have caught ghostly images in photographs. One vendor, interviewed anonymously, stated, "I've been here 10 years, and not a week goes by without something strange happening. You learn to live with it. Just don't be here alone after dark." Cultural impact and urban legends. The haunted reputation of Eastern Market has become part of Detroit's folklore. Urban explorers flock to the site, hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. It has inspired short films, documentaries, podcasts, and now, the grim tapes. But with popularity comes speculation. Some believe the stories are exaggerated for tourism. Others say they're absolutely real, and that skeptics haven't stayed long enough after sunset. Psychological theories and scientific perspectives. Of course, not everyone believes in ghosts. Some experts argue that the cold spots, strange noises, and eerie feelings can be explained through psychological phenomena, such as pareidolia, infrasound, and group hysteria. The human mind, especially when primed by stories, can perceive things that aren't there. Still, many argue that science can't explain everything. Especially not the detailed, consistent reports that have spanned decades. Final thoughts: what lurks in the market? So what do you believe? Is the Eastern Market truly haunted, a place where spirits linger, watching over their stalls long after death? Or is it simply the imagination at play in an old, creaky building filled with history? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, in the shadows, in the quiet footsteps that echo when the stalls are empty, in the chill that suddenly passes through on a still summer night. Thank you for taking this journey with us into the haunted Eastern Market of Detroit. Whether you're a believer in the paranormal or a hardened skeptic, one thing is undeniable: some places carry an energy that can't be ignored. The Eastern Market is one of those places. And maybe, just maybe, the next time you walk past a fruit stand or hear a laugh in the wind, you'll remember this tale. Now, we turn it over to you. Have you ever visited the Eastern Market? And most importantly, would you ever spend the night in Shed 3, alone? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Detroit's darker side, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Grim Tapes, and share it with others who love exploring the haunted corners of our world. Until next time, stay curious, and stay in the light.